little screaming in the kitchen, but I let it go. There's a comfort in the static that the silence doesn't know. I've been memorizing cracks across the ceiling, plaster's face, just to prove that I've been breathing in this godforsaken place. The mail is piling at the door, a debt I can't afford to pay. But even debt feels heavy when you've thrown your pulse away. Yeah. The phone is glowing on the nightstand, showing names I used to love. But I'm staring at the floorboards, counting dust from up above. If I answer, I'll have to tell them that the fine was just a lie. That I'm tired of the effort it takes simply not to die. Every how are you is a hammer hitting nails into the floor. Closing off the exits until I can't find the door. And it's a long way down from the person I was then to the ghost that's holding clothes I'll never wear again. There's a hole inside my chest where the light used to reside. Now it's just a vacant room, nowhere left to hide. God, it's lonely being anchored to a ship that's already sunk, drinking memories like a poison till I'm paralyzed and drunk. Yeah. I found a photo in a drawer of a face with open eyes before the world had stripped the skin and fed them all the lies. I don't recognize the laughter or the way they held their head. It feels like grieving for a stranger who forgot they were already dead. I tried to touch the glossy paper, tried to catch a bit of heat, but my fingers are just ice picks and the ruin is complete. Yeah. Ruin is complete! There's a tally on the hallway wall of days I've stayed inside. A map of every battle lost and every time I've cried. But the ink is running dry now and my hands have lost their grip. I'm just watching as the colors from the living world all slip. Even the sadness feels like an echo, a memory of a sting. I give my soul to feel a flicker, to feel anything. Yeah, I watched the sunset through the blinds and felt a sudden fear that if I vanished in the night, the air would still stay clear. The bed has formed a canyon where my body used to be, a perfect velvet coffin made of sheets and apathy. I'm apologizing to the walls for the space I've taken up, for the bitter, dreg-filled bottom of an empty, broken cup. Yeah. The worst part isn't the screaming or the tearing at the chest. It's the quiet, cold surrender when you finally give it rest. When you realize that the bottom is a floor that never ends. And you've outrun all the prayers and you've outlived all your friends. I am a house with no more windows, a book with empty ink, standing on the very edge and forgetting how to blink. The world keeps spinning, indifferent to the bruised and broken parts. A billion happy endings for a billion heavy hearts. But my clock stopped ticking back in winter, or maybe it was May. Time is just a different shade of suffocating gray. And it's a long way down from the person I was then to the ghost that's holding clothes I'll never wear again. There's a hole inside my chest where the light used to reside. Now it's just a vacant room with nowhere left to hide. God, it's lonely being anchored to a ship that's already sunk, drinking memories like a poison till I'm paralyzed and drunk. Just a shadow. Still here, I think, but it's getting